Misfit.
The election.
Sure.
We have to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about this?
What?
So Time Magazine.
Yes, the article.
Oh, yes.
Time Magazine.
Yes.
Source that's been around for many, many years.
Apparently too goddamn long.
Yes.
From time itself.
Now, people are giving Time Magazine credit.
Uh-huh.
So off rip, I just want to not give them any credit because the way that they framed this whole thing made me sick. That's what pissed me off the most about this whole thing.
Okay.
So they basically admitted that the election was stolen. It was rigged.
Mm-hmm.
They basically admitted to spreading the disinformation, controlling information,
using social media,
blocking stories, suppressing stories, everything we've been talking about for years, actually.
And they framed it in a way to make it look like we did it for you.
Yes, we're the heroes.
That shit was sick. It was right in front of our face, bro. Like, and people were actually like fighting for it. And it's like, bro, do you even realize what the fuck is going on right now? This is some serious shit.
They stole. Donald Trump was right about everything. Everything.
I mean, shit, man. They just gonna call us crazy and you should just get over it. You know.
We had to deal with it. Now you do.
Now you. Oh my God, that is.
Well, you know, somebody made this argument. You know, they've been suppressing votes on the left for many years. So this is us just fighting back.
Fighting back.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're doing allegedly what you say they're doing and it's illegal.
Not allegedly, they admitted it. This is their words.
No, not them. Not them. What they're alleging that the right does in voter suppression, because there was a big for the Stacey Abrams in Georgia. They said there was a lot of voter suppression going on.
Well, there's only voter suppression to them when they lose.
Right. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, right.
So,
right.
I just. It's definitely sickening to see in format, but this is Time Magazine. Like, they've been doing this for a while, though. So the publication doesn't surprise me, but it is crazy to see that they'll just put it out there for you to see. And if you see it, you see it. But if you don't, whatever.
This is the worst. This is the worst propaganda I've ever seen in my life. This whole entire article. They said, this is a direct quote, a well-funded cabal of powerful people.
Oh, wait. A cabal?
A cabal.
I've only heard that in the fucking, like, shows.
I've only heard that in terms of, like, the Illuminati and sex trafficking.
Yeah. The cabal.
Yeah. A well-funded cabal of powerful people ranging across industries and ideologies. Sure. Working together behind the scenes to influence perceptions, change rules and laws, steer media coverage, and control the flow of information. They were not rigging the election. They were fortifying it.
Fortifying. Just holding it up, Chris.
For us.
Yes, bro. Just putting the wood beam on the slab of rock so the whole wall don't come down.
We had to.
You have to fortify it.
Because whoever they are, think that it's in our best interest.
Well, no, they said who they are. They're a powerful cabal.
A cabal. Now, again, because I just saw this word conspiracy, for anybody that's saying the election being a fraud is a conspiracy, you can't say that anymore. They've admitted to it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All those things that I listed off, we were arguing that's what they were doing, and they were going to win the election because of that.
And they did it.
And they did it.
And then they wrote about it. It's over.
And they stormed the Capitol about it.
Their work touched every aspect of the election.
Damn. Jesus Christ. That was the first line. But we had our hand in everything. We weren't just over here. We was over there too.
And over there.
Look behind you.
Over there.
There too.
That's like OJ finally coming out and going, look, I did everything. Everything.
I walked in. He was balls deep in her.
Chop the bitch's head off.
Chop the bitch's head off.
Had to do it.
Sorry.
Had to do it. Put up one of his stupid karate stances. I had to piss me off.
It pissed me off.
Really pissed me off. What else could I do? Lop the bitch's head off. They got states to change voting systems and laws. You know what? Let's do a bell for every time they admit to something we've been saying. They got states to change voting systems and laws. Help secure hundreds of millions in public and private funding. Did we say that?
Nope.
No, we didn't. All right, well, won't take too much credit. They fended off voter suppression lawsuits. Recruited armies of poll workers.
Armies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't an army like a group of people that have to do what they're commanded by their commanders?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just making sure.
In military strategic form.
Who's that?
And would that
The
be
cabal.
Would that be the poll workers that we saw videos of hiding ballots?
Yeah, the ones dragging away the giant tubs that said Trump.
Yeah. The one that opened up the voter thing and got pissed off and threw it.
Or the one that opened it and changed it and put it back in the...
Oh, no, maybe they're the ones that were making Trump's people leave while they counted. Could have been those guys.
Could have been those guys, yeah.
While they secretly counted ballots.
Yeah, didn't inform them.
Yeah. I don't want to ever hear a leftist ever fucking argue with me. From now on, it's not even arguing anymore. It's I'm going to teach you something. I'm right.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Shut the fuck up. Otherwise, I don't want to hear you.
I don't hear nothing. Nothing.
I'm going to be Dick fucking Gregory from now on.
Not for nothing.
Let's see.
I probably said whatever the fuck he wanted to say.
Got millions of people to vote by mail for the first time.
That's important.
They successfully pressured social media companies to take harder lines against disinformation.
About 5 dings for that.
Huh?
About 5 dings for that.
Yeah. Use data-driven strategies to fight viral smears. You think they're talking about the old laptop?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that was definitely
falls into that?
a viral smear for sure.
That was thwarted. They executed national public awareness campaigns that helped Americans understand how the vote count would unfold over days or weeks. I don't get, wait, what? No, well, that's not what they did. They actually did the opposite. They kept everybody confused and wondering how the election was going to work during COVID.
Yeah.
Everybody had a different fucking answer.
It wasn't until right at the end until they were like, all right, you got to mail in vote. You got to mail in vote. Like, you got to do it. That was when they finally pushed for the mail in vote.
So is that what they mean by that, though?
I think so.
That they actually engaged in confusing people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They engaged in the delay of waiting for the count. That's what they're saying.
All right, let's go down the list real quick. Prevented Trump conspiracy theories, which is not even a conspiracy theory anymore. You're basically admitting that to his conspiracy theory. And false claims of victory from getting more traction. After Election Day, they monitored every pressure point to ensure that Trump could not overturn the results. The untold story. That's after the thing. But yeah, that's pretty much everything.
Sickening.
Pretty much everything.
That's crazy, bro. Like, what the...
And they also admit towards the end of the article that, this is the beginning, actually. In a way, Trump was right. In a way. Meaning in every way possible.
In a way, Trump was right. And here's what we're going to tell you that he got right.
So my question is,
let me tell you how we're scumbags.
How are you going to even have a conversation or educate anybody if at the end of it just says, in a way, Trump was right?
Exactly, like where then they admit to every single fucking thing that he said was happening.
This is crazy,
and that
bro.
they not even that they said we were lying about, that they suppressed the stories about, that they canceled people
working with the institutions that those stories were coming out.
Yes.
On.
So you know what this means, right?
Conspiracy, or what? All of them.
That one, Joe Biden being
They
control Black Lives Matter?
Everything. Every aspect. It says in the article.
It did,
bro. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Antifa.com still leads to the White House.
I'm sure. But what this means is, one, Joe Biden pretending to be the president is actually insurrection. What they did was insurrection, which is why they have a goddamn wall around the Capitol and they have the military watching it. And two, they just vindicated and made every single Capitol Hill rioter a fucking martyr. They're all martyrs now.
Because they did it for a just cause.
Because they were right.
They were right.
Yeah. They stormed the Capitol and they were validated by the people that did it.
Yeah.
How do you get somebody to, when the proof is like right there in your face, and somebody doesn't want to even like acknowledge it? Like, how do you even get that message across? You know what I'm saying? Like, because once you start mentioning Trump, people like I have people sometimes when I'm working, they just divulge that oh yeah, I'm glad Trump's gone. He's such a douchebag, and it's like, bro, you don't even know if I was a Trump supporter. Like you look at me and you assume that I didn't fuck with Trump just based off because I'm black.
Because if you didn't vote for Biden, you ain't black.
Because if I didn't vote for Biden, I ain't black.
If you say one thing that doesn't go with their agenda, one thing, you could say everything else that goes with it. You've actually experienced that when you were on that side, and you would say one little thing that goes, yeah, maybe you're right, and they'd fucking go off on you.
Yeah.
You're not standing your ground, you're letting the white man brainwash you.
For sure.
But then it's where we talked earlier where they talked about, you know, like if you notice anytime that they win, that's when they use the term this is a win for democracy. And then when the other side wins, it's stolen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. First off, this whole thing about democracy, the idea of democracy isn't like, it's not a good thing. Inherently, it's not a good thing. Meaning now, like, democracy meaning like, all right, like let's say our entire society all together said, all right, we're gonna vote to make pedophilia. I always use that because that's the extreme. We're gonna make pedophilia legal. Does that still make democracy good?
No.
It makes it bad.
It makes it bad.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Inherently, democracy isn't a good thing. When somebody's trying to sell to you that democracy, because they've been using this every time somebody tries to defend this article, that they were protecting democracy. That's not the democracy I want to protect.
Right.
You know what I mean? If we're voting now like that men could be in women's sports, that's not the democracy I want to protect. That democracy could suck my dick for all I care. It's not good. So that whole thing is just it's brainwashing.
Right.
Trying to make you think democracy is inherently good. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I mean, I'm just having a lot of trouble with the blatancy about it. You know, it's just like right there in your face, and yet people will still defend it as if nothing went wrong, and will look at us crazy because we can actually see what's going on. It makes me feel like a crazy person. You know what I'm saying?
It's gaslighting. Okay. That's exactly what gaslighting is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take, for instance, people that go like, okay, because the article framed it as what they did was heroic. But what they did is they fucked half the country out of their vote. Probably more than half if they had to do it. Trump probably won.
Right.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have to do it. It's the idea of that it was a heroic thing. People actually believe that. People look at what they did as heroic. They were because they saw Trump and the whole. That's why they're so heavy on this impeachment. And when he's not even the president anymore, there's not even constitutional ground to impeach a guy who's not president anymore.
They want to impeach him so that he can't run again.
Yeah.
Right. But
they want to actually go through what they didn't go through last time.
How can you impeach somebody who's no longer the president?
It's not constitutional.
Can't do it.
There's no reason to impeach him.
He's not the president.
Yeah.
What's impeachable there?
They're wasting money.
Are they impeaching his? Because I mean, they don't call Barack president anymore. Do they still call him President Clinton?
They're
trying to take that.
They want to get because what they do too is once you're president and you're not president anymore, they still involve you.
Right.
They still involve you in like briefings. They give you classified information.
You still have Secret Service.
They're trying to get that removed from Trump. Where they're saying that we're gonna do that. Where we're not gonna brief him on anything. And the reason why they're saying that is they're going because he might use it for his own dictator reasonings.
Wow.
And the thing is they've villainized all of it so much that people see that. They see it as Trump was trying to they've been using this word fucking insurrection like it's going out of style.
Never heard insurrection this much in my life.
Yes. Even from regular people. It was insurrection.
You've never said insurrection.
Define insurrection for me.
Spell it, motherfucker.
Yeah. They see it as a heroic thing. And that's what all I'm asking for is, okay, you can see it however you want. I still think you're a brainwashed idiot, but at least admit they did everything that they said they weren't doing, that we said was happening, and admit that they stole the election. But you're just cool with it.
Right.
At least be honest, and that's cool with me. Not cool with me, but then we can have an argument from there.
Right.
They just don't want to admit that they stole the election. Not my president.
It's not really. It's not anybody's president, apparently.
Doesn't Joe Biden's presidency have a feeling of like we're just playing pretend? No?
I didn't even realize he was president until the other day.
It hit you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, goddamn, Joe Biden president.
Was it after the 74th executive order? Or the 83rd?
Is it true that he really, there's a video of him really sitting there saying,
I don't know what I'm signing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have it.
Are we going to watch it?
Holy shit.
That's y'all president.
Hey, y'all president. Well, I mean, I don't know. Would like, because at that point, if they're admitting to it now, where do you go from there? Like, because
what can you do?
Well, it's like this. I can't just based on this. I really can't look at Joe Biden as the president. Like, I truly can't. Now, what I'm saying, though, is, like, I'm justified in that. So what happens then? Because I'm not the only one.
Right. I mean, I can't answer that question. Only because I don't know how. Like,
how do you fix that?
Because
can we go back into an impeachment? Is that
well, nobody's gonna move to impeach Joe. That's the person they wanted on the seat, and that's what they got. So the thing is, we got to ride out these 4 years, and hopefully they put somebody.
No, because
like
if they could do it,
it's gonna get way worse.
If they could do it this election, well, who's to say they can't do it any worse than the next one?
Well, they bet. What the thing is this too is now. I don't want to vote anymore. Why?
What's the point?
What's the point?
No,
and I don't want
what's the point?
And that's the whole thing is I don't want to be that guy. I was doing the not my president thing, and it was funny because I was doing it in jest. Now I'm serious. You get what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like it ruined the joke.
Right. It got so real.
Because it's real.
Now I really feel like that. And that's what I'm saying. Now though, it looks like from my standpoint that I'm just doing that because they did it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm saying that it's a insurrection because they're saying it's insurrection. They're playing that game.
Yeah, of course.
So what the fuck? What are we left to do?
Nothing but sit out these 4 years, bro.
And just wait it out.
Just wait it out, bro.
Or no, do the work, do the groundwork in the 4 years.
Yeah, do the groundwork. That's up to young folk. Do the groundwork. It starts with the youth.
Holy fuck. We're behind the 8 ball, as they say.
Far, but I think we're like four balls back.
Well, the press secretary, Boringson, who has red hair just to look interesting. I think her name is Jen Psaki. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She actually admitted that they're working with social media companies to crack down on hate speech.
Biden support the continuing ban of President Trump on their sites?
I think that's a decision made by Twitter. We've certainly spoken to, and he's spoken to, the need for social media platforms to continue to take steps to reduce hate speech. But we don't have more for you on it than that.
So,
did she say she's leaving it up to Twitter? Is that what I heard?
No, well, that's what she's supposed to say. Mm-hmm. But then she goes, "We're talking to them, and we're working on."
So you're not leaving it up.
So you're not leaving it up to Twitter. But
semantics, bro.
It's not even about semantics. Mm-hmm. You're right, because that's the game that she's trying to play. Mm-hmm. But she just admitted to something that's illegal. Oh. You're not supposed to have a company do the bidding of the government.
Yeah,
that's illegal. So if
can you contract a company? You can contract a company.
You can contract a company,
right?
But social media. What reason would you contract? I guess
just to control it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What other? But if you put it under the guise of a contract, then it just looks like America doing business. But what part of America owns Twitter? That's what you got to look at.
Well, no, but now they're also admitting to we're cracking down on the word that we fucking hate. Mm-hmm. Hate speech.
Hate speech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like, okay, we know what they mean by hate speech. So now you're saying that social media is doing your bidding and removing stuff that you don't agree with.
Right.
Because they've given us enough examples that we can honestly say that it's what they don't agree with is what they cancel. Mm. That I think there's enough examples for us to not have to pussyfoot around that.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. So, again, does something happen from this? Her admitting this?
Absolutely not.
No.
Why would it? Why would it?
Yeah. So not to make it a negative thing, but where I want to point that out to show how far we are from actually. There's a lot of work that has to be done.
Has to be done.
Yeah.
Well, you got to start from somewhere, right?
Well, to loop it back around, the Ben Shapiro Daily Wire thing, they're doing exactly what needs to be done. Mm-hmm. Making movies, making art, becoming part of the culture. Mm-hmm. So it's whatever amount. Look, it didn't take them. What did it take them to completely change culture? 10 years?
10 years?
About 10 years?
10 years. Yeah, I think the shift was definitely 2009. I think that was the shift.
Mm-hmm. Around then. Yeah. And that was them peddling bullshit. Mm-hmm. So I think if we were to take the truth and actually peddle that and get it as a part of culture, it would actually take off quicker.
But do you think the world loves the truth?
Maybe not. It's hard to accept it.
More comfortable in whatever lie is out there.
You can manipulate if you can form lies. Forming your own reality to manipulate it.
Yeah.
Works in their favor.
Yeah. I'm not. It's the whole thing of how you were explaining earlier, how they're gaslighting you. It's that stuff I'm not falling for anymore. I used to try to look at it and go, all right, maybe this is, maybe I'm just not. I can't do it anymore.
Right.
It's just because it's actually gonna drive you crazy. Because that's what it's designed to do.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Are we okay? All right, boys. It's cool. We're not fucked this year, okay? Or for the next 4 years, we'll be all right. All we got to do is keep pushing, persevere,
and buy some merchandise. At
Yes.
teespring.com/store/the
Misfit Nation.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes. We're going to have more offensive material.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially on Teespring. And you got to wear them.
You have to. There's no choice. Only the finest of Florida cotton is going on your back.
Well, that's what we do. We got to stop being Florida cottons.
Yo.
Look, I'm tired of pussy conservatives that are afraid to be outspoken about their or pussy non-PC people who really want to be fucking animals the way we are, but they still look at us because they know it's offensive to other people. But them inside, they really think it's funny.
Fucking dying on the inside.
Yes.
I can't say that.
Yeah, I'm tired of specifically though pussy conservatives that hide their fucking ideology because they're afraid of looking like racists. I'm gonna join in just to scare you out. I'm gonna call you a racist too.
I thought you were gonna join them. Like join them.
Oh,
we're gonna go back to the 2011 Chris. Much simpler times.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm gonna be the instigator that blends in with them.
Fire starter.
Yes.
Yes.
Enough.
Hey man, play the music. 4 years. It's coming.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
Next 4 years.
Next 4 years.
Oh fuck. Thank God I'm part Chinese. Maybe I can have some endpoints.
Right?